Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Kabri and Arun Foot. Yet another episode of Candid Football Conversations, Arunava. Today, we're talking about something a little different from Indian football, the normal stuff that we do. We're going to be talking about a bit of international football, and what better place to start than the Under 17 World Cup that just concluded. We saw Germany winning that tournament. And of course, again, being there in Germany and sort of experiencing it with the locals there. How was the mood, and how the sort of German locals received this?
Rahul, it's a big thing for German football, for German international football, because Germany has not been doing too well with their senior team, be it men's or women. Failures in the last couple of World Cups, at the Euros as well. And the under 17, for me personally, has an India connect, because I was there in 2017 when the tournament happened. I was able to watch India play, in some of their World Cup matches, which was a big thing to see India finally at the world stage. But also otherwise, also in Kolkata, saw the quarterfinals, Germany, Brazil, Spain in the semis, and of course the final, England beating Spain, which all of the three sold out matches, great atmosphere at the Salt Lake Stadium. So those memories came back to me personally. But for Germany, I think it was very, very important because, as I said, the senior team on the men's and women's side have been struggling for a while, and questions have been raised. Where does German football stand? Is the youth development, is the youth system good? And there have been questions raised about, are good players coming up? Because Germany is not producing at the moment, as I say, good quality strikers. Germany's not producing quality centre backs. A lot of doubts. And Germany hosts the Euros next year, so all of these things came together. But this thing of an under 17 team, which was expected to do well. They were expected to at least get to the quarters, to the semis, because this is a very talented bunch. They won the Euros in the summer against France, who they also faced in the final again in the World Cup. So yes, a lot of expectations, and these boys fulfilled them.
Yeah, let's just talk about that final. Anwar. Again, 2-0 up, and then you go 2-all. You've France come back, it's 2-all, and then of course win on penalties. The most dramatic fashion that, of course, we see in football. I mean, did you enjoy the football that sort of the German boys played, and are you expecting this to sort of translate into the national team? Of course, you mentioned that the German national side hasn't been performing that great off late. Does this sort of lift the mood of the public?
I think one should not forget that there are a number of players who had to leave the tournament beforehand or in the tournament injured. The most talented of the lot, Asan Wadrago, who's been sort of, already playing for Schalke in the second division of German football in the Bundesliga too, being targeted by Bayern, by Leipzig, by Dortmund, by Man City, by all the big clubs in Europe. He went out injured during the tournament. You had other boys who couldn't even play in the tournament, so that was a factor. But on the other side, this team has a number of players. Paris Brunner, for example, the player of the tournament at Borussia Dortmund, was suspended in October for disciplinary reasons, and then plays such a World Cup, where there was a discussion before the tournament, should this player be released at all by Dortmund to play this tournament? This whole team, Bilal Yalcinkaya comes in, not a starter, comes in, becomes a starter. Then you have that final, that crazy final. But you have to go through the group stages. They win their matches. They win. Yalcinkaya won the match against the USA with the late 3-2. And you then play Spain in the quarters, where Spain has much, much more of the ball, but Paris Brunner scores off a penalty, and Germany really fight it out. A semi-final against Argentina, Germany-Argentina, which is one of those matches you want to see in a World Cup. Argentina leading, then Germany leading, the match, Argentina coming back in 97th minute, equalizer 3-3. You go into penalties, and you're not even playing your first goalkeeper. Max Schmidt, who's been playing throughout, does not play. Konstantin Haider comes in, saves penalties, gets Germany to the final. Germany play very, very good in that first half, where we're all over the French, lead 1-0, should have been leading 2-0, 2-3-0, score a second, concede a goal, less than 120 seconds later, 2-1. Winners Osave gets a red card, have to fight it out for the rest of the game. France equalize in the 85th. Another penalty shootout. And again, Konstantin Haider comes out of as a hero. Everything that German football stands for, and modern German football, old German football stands for, all aspects of it was shown in this competition, in this tournament. The fighting spirit, the grit, penalty shootouts, but also the quality of the players. And this is something which I have to say was really refreshing to see, and hopefully it'll also trickle up to the senior team, who have been struggling in the recent past. You've got Julian Nagelsmann now coming in as a coach. interesting, on the same day that Germany won the Under-17 World Cup was the draw of the 2024 Euros.
Yeah.
And Germany got a relatively easy group as well. So, that winner's luck, as they always say in Germany, has come back. Maybe something has changed.
Yeah, I know. Like I mean, you took it on very nicely. Euros coming up next year. Your expectations from the German national team, senior men's national team?
I hope that Julian Nagelsmann is able to sort out the issues, and those are mainly the defensive issues. If Germany's defense can be more solidified, in the attacking field, Germany have some of the most talented players. You're an Arsenal fan. You see Kai Havertz, what the potential of this boy has. You have Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz, who most probably, besides Jude Bellingham, are the most talented young boys around in world football. You can fall back on Thomas Müller whenever you need him on that front. But so there is the Manuel Neuer coming back as a goalkeeper for Bayern after his skiing injury. And the team has potential. You have a group with Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. You're playing at home. Germany needs to win that. And I go back to 2006, where I feel that Germany needs to recreate that vibe from 2006. Needs to recreate that togetherness from 2006 from the World Cup. Germany can go a long way. Maybe not win the title, but I think Germany surely should be able to compete to fight for a semi-final spot.
Fair enough. I know. Again, back to the under-17s. Now, interesting to see that Mali made it to the semi-final. Of course, it's nice to have an African nation make it that far. We saw Morocco have a great run in the World Cup last year in Qatar. So nice to see these African teams are doing well in international tournaments.
Yes, it's, I think, important for world football. Africa provides so much of talent to world football, and in the past we would have spoken about Didier Drogba, we would have spoken about Weah. Nowadays we speak about Mo Salah and others. Africa is a continent with a lot of talent, and a lot of these teams sadly cannot transform that talent into a team performance. And that's the positive about Mali, getting not only into the semi-finals, but beating Argentina 3-0 to finish third in the competition. It is still Argentina. So therefore, yeah, that's a great sign. But I hope, again, that's always the question with African teams. Hopefully that under-17 team was actually under-17 and not, too many overage players.
Yeah, and another quick word on Uzbekistan, who made it to the quarterfinals, beat England along the way. Asian side doing well in a national tournament. We've seen Japan do extremely well in the World Cup. Is it? Are you filled with hope for Asian sides going ahead?
I am rather worried when I hear the name Uzbekistan, because I'm thinking about the AFC Asian Cup and India has to play them, right? And Mumbai City also having to face Naf Bahor. I remember Mohun Bagan getting thrashed by Nasaf as well in the AFC Cup. Uzbekistan have quality. I think Uzbekistan is one of the most underachieving sides in Asian football when it comes to World Cup qualification at a senior level. I do hope that they qualify for 2026. I think Uzbekistan deserves to be at a World Cup. And the under-17 showing what they've shown. Yes, they have the talent, they have the flair. So therefore, Uzbekistan is someone really to look forward to. But again, if I put my India hat on, I'm a little worried for the Asian Cup in Jan.
Okay. Well, Anova, thanks for this little chat. It was just a short break that we've taken from Indian football, trying to venture into the international space as well. But that was it from us on the Under-17 World Cup. Again, guys, like always, please do like and share these videos. Subscribe to the channels Arun Foot and Sports Khabri, and we'll be back with more content next time. Thanks, Anova.
Thanks, Rahul. Bye, everyone. And as always, if you like our international content, do let us know. We'll do a little bit more of international content. Rahul, myself, and the others at Sports Khabri and Arun Foot. Thanks a lot.